pork chops for you, but for me, a chicken roasted in the oven. There's nothing better on a Sunday and my favourite thing in the entire world. But I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to give it a lot more flavour. You're liking this one, aren't you?
I am. I love roast chicken.
Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is spatchcocking or flattening it out, and I'll just take the lovely chicken out of the bag here like this, and I'm just going to set it up for you. Now, I just take the little wings off like that. Just take those tips off because they tend to burn really quickly, and I like to save all these little winglets up, so when I make a stock, I've got all these little bits of chicken. Now, this part here, good sharp knife down the spine. You can see that line there where the spine is? If you go crack down the back there like that, and it splits open in half, and I like to just open it up. Now, it might not look good for a lot of people, but for me, this is just beautiful. Now, this part here is the other part of the spine, so I just put it on the side there, and we just give it a bit of a crack like that, and with the back of my hand, all the way through. There you go.
Lovely.
Perfect, isn't it? Move that aside there like that.
Oh, so you'll keep this for stock as well?
Yes, the whole lot.
Oh, good. I love that. No wastage. I love it.
Save all those bits and pieces, and that's where I get lovely stocks. And then with this part here, I just take out the ribs here. I like to remove these rib bits because they're small bones, and I like to take them out. And once again, they get used for stock. And we come over here, and there's those little riblets there. I take them off. But you know, a good sharp knife like this should be able to do it in no time. It's something that if you haven't done it before, give it a go. It's a lot easier than you think. I know I make it look easy.
He does. That's the thing I'm thinking. I always see you do this, but you do make it look very easy with your big paw and your knowledge.
Exactly. Well, there was a time, Preeya, a long, long time ago, you know, dinosaurs, meteors, that sort of thing.
Pterodactyls were going,
exactly. And that was the first time that I did a chicken spatchcock. So if I did it the first time, you can do it at home. Now, I like to just run my knife through the skin there just a couple of times, and then the breasts, I do the same thing, a couple of slashes there. And I do this slashing because the flavour, the marinade, everything to get in there as well. So a couple of slashes on there as well. Nice sharp knife does it easily. And then from here, I pick it up and I put it straight onto the plancha, which is the pan here. Now, normally when I'm using the plancha, I would have this red hot because you can actually cook on the stove and then pop it into the oven, cook on it two ways, but I'm just doing it straight onto the cold plancha at the moment, and that will sort itself out for later. Now, some spring onions there, some coriander there, and some basil. I'm using Thai basil, which is a really, really nice basil. It gives it great flavour. And we're making the marinade that's going to go on top of the chicken. So we've got some chilli here that I've diced up nice and fine. In that goes. And some ginger. Lots of ginger, lots of great flavour.
Ginger and chicken.
It's one of my favourite
I'm liking
things.
this flavour combination that you've got going here.
Exactly. Well, you'll like this part here. A little bit of brown sugar. You can use coconut sugar if you want, but I love the... Honey's great. That's going in as well.
Oh,
I thought you were calling me honey.
No.
Okay.
No, my friend.
That's never going to happen.
Don't be mistaken.
Some dried chili flakes. I love dried chili flakes. A little bit of seed in there. It'll be nice and hot. If you're doing this for the kids, just take the chili out. The kids will love all the other flavours going in here. I've got some garlic that's been finely chopped as well. Nice and small, so we get lots of flavour penetrating everything and going through the whole dish. I'm using some mirin here, but if you want, you can use some rice vinegar and some honey because we do like the sweetness. Look at that honey going in there.
Lovely.
Honey's one of my favourite things. I love the little busy bees have been buzzing around all those flowers, and they make this beautiful golden syrup that we call honey, and they make it for me. Did you know I used to have some beehives on top of my roof in my restaurant? It was lovely to go up there every now and again and have a look at the bees buzzing around, and I even sent a frame of honey to my kids' school so they could all see where honey came from.
That's nice.
And they all got sticky honey all over their clothes. A little pinch of salt goes in there. And some extra virgin olive oil.
Are you content with this quantity of herbage?
Shred it up, throw it in there.
If you're going real quick, he needs my herbs. I can sense it.
I've actually slowed down a little bit because I've been watching how you're cutting. Really, really good. Nice and fine, using the correct method, so you're not going to cut your fingers off.
Patronising, but
not
that's
at
okay.
all. Not at all. I'm noticing it's all coming together.
Thank you.
I would never be patronising to you. It's just not in my vocabulary because I know that if I was patronising to you, my mum would be on the phone to me the next day.
Perfect.
Adrian, you've been a naughty boy again.
I love you, Mama. There we go.
Throw that all in there, and I'll grab the chicken with the plancha like this.
Oh, that smells really good, that combo.
This combo here, you can make it and you could actually mix it around. And what you don't use on the chicken, you can pop into the fridge and use it another day.
Love it.
A marinade that's going to last forever. In fact, honey is an incredible preservative as well. They say honey will last forever. They pull honey, go for it. They pull honey out of the pyramids, and it's still alive and well and delicious. Yeah, there you go. So we learn a lot on this show. We learn about bees, we learn about pyramids, we learn
a
about...
bit about health stuff, hopefully.
Maybe. Now, let's flip that over like this, and I'm going to get some of the marinade like this and put a little bit of on the bottom. We want to get a bit of flavour into the bottom and just put that around. And you can imagine me putting this on the plancha and getting it seared off in the beginning. I've done that before. That's a nice way of doing it.
So why aren't you doing that today?
Because I'm going to roast it in the oven. But I'm going to give you a little tip. This is the reason I did use the plancha, because I'm going to roast this in the oven. It's going to come up really, really nicely. But sometimes the marinade in the bottom is quite thin and watery at the end. So what I do is I put the plancha onto the grill, turn it on, and reduce that liquid till it becomes a nice syrup and sauce that goes over the top.
I love that, without dirtying multiple pans.
Exactly.
Oh.
This is going to go into the oven at 200 degrees Celsius, about 30 minutes or so. Lots of flavour, and that's what it's all about. Preeya, the chicken is good to go. Now we're going to make a little dressing to go with that salad to make it even more delicious. I've got some Dijon mustard here, which goes in there, lovely. A little bit of soy sauce. I'm using light soy sauce. Nice and tasty. A little bit more. Oh, we'll let it all go.
Put it all in.
And then some honey to make it nice and sweet. A good tip, if you're making a dressing and you are putting honey in it, but using honey, you want to warm it up a little bit. Give it like a ding or two in the microwave and off it goes.
And avoid it in kids under 1. There you go. Botulism is the risk. Little health fact there. See how you taught me about the Egyptians and the honey that was found in the pyramids? I'm teaching you something the other way now.
Why would you not give kids honey? I just thought that'd be mean.
Under 1, there is the risk of infant botulism, truly, which is a very rare but serious infection. So after 1, go for it. So there you go. You've learnt something today as well.
You've just ruined my day. I love honey. It's the most important thing.
Well, luckily for you, you're over 1. You're not some infant.
I can be.
It's hard to know at times.
Okay, whisking that up beautifully. A little bit of salt on the top of there. That's it. A little bit of salt on there.
I can help you there. I love that you've used this Japanese seasoning on there and pine nuts. I love it.
Tomatoes, cucumbers, I've got some peppers on there. But for me, it's all about the dressing. When you put a nice dressing on the top of it, it brings the whole thing together. Now, a little spoon over there or spatula, I want you to stir it around. I've got it over here. Here you go.
Here we go. I'll use both.
While you're stirring that around, without making too much noise, you've got not allowed to bang the bowl. I'm going to show you what I mean about that glaze. You can see this glaze on the top here. If that's really watery or runny, you can pop the little plancha onto the stove there and let it bubble and boil till it becomes nice and thick.
I just want to have a little taste here.
Well, I can tell you there'll be no botulism in this or in that at all, because this is going to be delicious. I would have to say that's a great little Sunday roast chicken with lots of ingredients on it and a great salad to go with it. I might eat one of these.
Oh, there you go. You do like salad.
Sometimes.
Lovely.